Most people think genius looks like magic, like lightning, like someone waking up one morning and suddenly understanding the universe. But that is not how Albert Einstein worked. Einstein's real superpower was not intelligence alone. It was the ability to think differently from almost everyone around him. While other people memorized facts, Einstein questioned assumptions. While others accepted reality as fixed, Einstein treated reality like a puzzle. And that mindset would eventually reshape physics, space, time, and humanity's understanding of existence itself. Chapter 1. The Child Who Spoke Slowly. Einstein did not look like a genius as a child. In fact, many people thought the opposite. He spoke slowly. He was quiet, withdrawn. Some teachers believed he would never amount to much, but there was one thing that separated him from everyone else: obsession. When Einstein was 5 years old, his father showed him a compass, and something about it disturbed him. The needle moved, even though nothing touched it. There had to be invisible forces hiding underneath reality. That moment changed him forever. Because Einstein became addicted to invisible truths, not appearances, truths, and that distinction matters. Most people stop at what they can see. Einstein wanted to know what was underneath. Chapter 2. The rebel school frustrated Einstein. Not because he was incapable, but because he hated rigid thinking, he hated memorization, he hated authority without logic. One teacher reportedly told him, "You will never amount to anything." And honestly, this is one of the most important patterns in history. Many extraordinary thinkers initially look difficult, because original minds resist systems built for obedience. Einstein didn't want to memorize answers. He wanted to understand why answers existed. That difference changes everything. Chapter 3. On the Patent Office. Now here's where the story becomes cinematic, because Einstein did not begin his revolution inside elite universities. He worked in a patent office. Imagine that. One of the greatest scientific minds in human history, reviewing paperwork all day. Most people would see this as failure. Einstein turned it into freedom because the job gave him something incredibly valuable: time to think. And thinking, real thinking, is much rarer than people realize. Most humans react, very few deeply reflect. Einstein reflected constantly. He ran mental simulations over and over in his mind. He called them thought experiments, and these thought experiments would eventually change civilization. Chapter 4. Chasing light. Einstein became obsessed with one strange question. What would happen if you could ride alongside a beam of light? Think about how unusual that is. Most people never ask questions like this, but Einstein followed curiosity to its absolute edge. And eventually, he realized something shocking. Time is not fixed. Space is not fixed. Reality itself changes depending on motion and gravity. That idea became E equals mc squared. Possibly the most famous equation in human history, but most people misunderstand it. The equation is not just physics, it is a philosophical earthquake. It means matter and energy are interchangeable, that the universe is far stranger and more interconnected than humanity previously imagined. Chapter 5. The Year That Changed Science. In 1905, Einstein published 4 papers, not 1, 4, and each one was revolutionary. Scientists later called it the miracle year. Imagine this for a second: a relatively unknown patent clerk, rewriting modern physics almost alone. No massive laboratory, no billion-dollar institution, just obsession, clarity, and relentless thinking. This is important because history repeatedly shows the same pattern. The greatest breakthroughs often begin at the edges, not the center. Chapter 6. Why Einstein was different. People often assume Einstein succeeded because he knew more, but that is incomplete. Einstein succeeded because he saw differently. He used something modern entrepreneurs call first principles thinking. Instead of accepting conventional wisdom, he broke problems down to their foundations, then rebuilt understanding from scratch. This is why he could see what others missed. And honestly, this applies far beyond science. The same principle built great companies, great art, great inventions. The people who reshape the world are usually the people willing to question its default settings. Etudiores. Chapter 7. The Cost of Genius. But genius has a price. Einstein's fame became overwhelming. His discoveries helped pave the way for nuclear technology and eventually the atomic bomb, a consequence that deeply troubled him. This is the uncomfortable truth about intelligence. Knowledge amplifies human intention. It can create medicine or destruction, and Einstein understood that better than most, which is why later in life, he spoke more and more about morality, peace, and responsibility, because intelligence without wisdom can become dangerous. Chapter 8. The Real Lesson. The biggest misunderstanding about Einstein is that people think his story is about IQ. It's not. It's about curiosity, relentless curiosity. Einstein once said, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." And maybe that was the real engine behind everything, not talent alone, but the refusal to stop asking questions, the refusal to accept shallow explanations, the refusal to stop thinking deeply. In a distracted world, deep thinking becomes a superpower, and Einstein mastered it better than almost anyone who ever lived. Ending narration. Long after equations fade from memory, the real legacy of Albert Einstein remains. He reminded humanity that reality is not always what it seems, that imagination matters, that curiosity matters, and that one person, thinking differently, can alter the trajectory of civilization itself. Because sometimes, the people who change the world most are simply the ones willing to question it longer than everyone else.